we're back on this thing here. I'm just about finished with this part of the body. I'm just going to do a little carving on the back here, but I want to show you a few things. On doing wrinkles and stuff like that, we'll just put a few in here where the shirt goes into the pants. Let me just work this out just a bit here. They don't have to be fancy. What I'll generally do, I'll make a cut like that, come back and do that. See, that creates a wrinkle, but to make it even better, come back here on the low side of the wrinkle and just kind of take out a little chip right there to where it looks like one piece undercuts the other piece. Like that, see? How it looks like it's rolling in there. That's really all you need. This side here, same thing. And just undercut it. When you're putting the shirt in the pants, you're always putting it down into your pants. So your wrinkles are probably going to run up instead of down. See how this one looks so much better than that one over there? Sorry. I'll make this one look even just a little bit better. Where it looks like it's going into the shirt. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Someone just stole my hat. So I'll fix that. These will all have to be adjusted when we put the arms on, but that'll give you an idea. I went ahead and carved this side to match this side over here that we did last time. Now on things like this back seam here, okay? You can see that the stitching, this piece of cloth overlaps this and then folds underneath it. Alright, well we want to indicate that. You can see right here that I did it the wrong way. That's what you have to watch out for. It feels like I still have my hat on. I guess because I wear it so often. I'm just going to carve out its bottom there and make that look a little better anyway. So let's go ahead and run this line down to there. Now this overlaps that. So what we want to do is we want to indicate that, but we don't have to get overboard on it. So we just come in like that and take that chip out of there. See, that's all we're after. We're just after that little reveal line there. And when we run this thing through the flap sander, it's going to remove a lot of that right there. Now it's just combing my hair. Okay, so let's just work on this up here just a bit, just so we can get ready to attach these arms. I want to get a couple of these videos done before we take off on vacation for a couple of weeks. I'm just going to lightly indicate the neckerchief here. lost my line there, but that's all right. Like I mentioned before, this neckerchief serves two purposes. It gives you a detail that was probably correct for this figure, but it also will help in hiding the join up here for the arm, which is important. Now, getting back to those seams again. Up here on this bib, this piece overlaps that piece, and this piece overlaps that piece. So we'll just put that in there real quick. So we just carve right down to that line, take that out, and carve it down to that line. Take that out. There. It's just those little bitty things. It just adds so much to a figure. Now there is a seam that runs down the length of his leg here, but I'm not going to put that on there right now. And I'm not going to get too overboard with his neckerchief here. I just want to indicate it's there because we don't want to carve away too much material until we get these arms on here. And we've just about reached that point. Go ahead and kind of indicate that there. We're heading out to my favorite part of the country, Yellowstone. I'm going to stay in a log cabin outside the park for a week with the boys and their families. Go horseback riding, do all sorts of things. Really looking forward to it. Go to the Buffalo Bill Museum in Cody and have some bread pudding with some bourbon sauce. Can't beat it. Okay, so there we have it. The main trunk of his body is basically done as far as we can go for the moment until we start, putting his arms on. Don't want to go ahead too far, get ourselves in a bind. So the next step now is to look at the clock. About 10 minutes. So what we're going to do now is we're taking this over to the disc sander, and we're going to sand these two areas flat right here so we have a nice flat surface to put our arms on. Okay? So we're doing I'm over here at my little flap sander. I wish I had a bigger one. I've got a disc on here. It's pretty well worn down, but there's still some use in it. I can sand some softwood. So the first thing I want to do though is unclog it because it's all clogged up. I think I've showed you this once before. This is, you can get these crepe rubber blocks from a catalog, any woodworking catalog. And I use these, and probably everybody else does, to unclog this thing. Can you see how clogged up that disc is? Let me move the camera around there. Watch how quickly this will clean that out of there. don't cost much, but like I say, they sure do a good job lengthening the use of your discs. So anyway, here we go. We're going to sand this off. So there, this side is really a flat, nice flat. This one here is almost as good as the other side. I really wanted this one much more flatter than this one over here, because this one over here is going to have an arm that's going to be holding either a sledge or a pickaxe on his shoulder, while this one over here is going to be holding either a sledge or a pickaxe in his hand, hanging down to his side. Alright, so this will give me plenty of area here to glue, and this will give me plenty of area over here to glue for something hanging straight down. Okay? Finish that, and then I'll turn that on. So now it's back over to the carving station. For our last step for this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drill the hole now up here so we can put his hat on. Or head on, excuse me. He's got his hat on. We're going to put his head into his body, alright? So I've got to go over and grab my drill and bring it over here to do that. Okay, I've got my drill here. I've got a 5/16 inch bit in here. So I'm just going to drill me a hole. And I'll bring it out there. I slanted the hole a little forward because I don't want this guy looking up in the air. Now we just kind of enlarge it a bit. There he is. See, like I said, that block, when we first cut it out, it really looked large, didn't it? Well, now it's actually looking just about in scale. It could actually be a little bit bigger, but it's going to look fine. Once we get his arms on, it's going to add more bulk to the figure. So he's going to be in good shape. It's amazing how much just turning his head one way or the other versus looking straight on changes the attitude of a figure. It's amazing how that happens, and that's one of the main reasons why I carve my head separate. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video, and like I said, I'll try to get another one or maybe two at the most before we take off out to the mountains. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.